Good afternoon, YouTube. I'm still at Forest Hills Cemetery in Piqua, Ohio. This is the newer side of the cemetery, section 11 west. This is on the western side of one of the bike paths. Up here, the bike path kind of divides the cemetery. It's real pretty through here. It's one of the newer sections. Robert Davis family. Dorothy and Robert. Robert passed away. Obviously, Dorothy is still alive. And Clifton Alexander, right here. R. Alexander. In loving memory of Clifton Alexander. Here's what's written right here. The bell tower ringing up here. This might have been dedicated to the Alexander family. It's a bell tower in the cemetery. This would be indicating that it is 2 o'clock. Which sounds about right because I left the office around 1:15 and I've used around 40 minutes more video up already. So this is really pretty. If this bell was dedicated to the Alexander family, I doubt if they paid for the whole bell, but you never know. McDonald family, Lester and Mary. That hymn the bell was playing was a famous Fanny Crosby hymn, Blessed Assurance. I figured I would kill my voice for that one. It's real pretty to have that. Another hymn, let's hear it. I don't recognize it yet, but Looks like Kathleen might have been buried here recently. Kathleen Smith. Fox family. Williams passed away. Joyce is another hymn. Let's hear it. I'll speak later on. Reynolds family, Charlotte, Nee Loeffler and Curtis, I would assume possibly Reynolds family, Decker family right here, William B. Decker, World War II, U.S. Coast Guard. The hymns might be over with for now, but they were really beautiful. Decker family, Patricia and Joan Fry, Tuma Rigola, Italian last name, Tuma Rigolia. Schultz, obviously a German last name. Rollins passed away. Dolores is still alive. Miller family, I showed those already at the front there, so. Philip Brian Webster, he was young when he passed away. He was only 19. Very young man. He wasn't even 19. Geez, he was only 20 years old. He was almost 21 when he passed away. It's kind of depressing when you think about how young some people pass away. I mean, I guess when you're, I think when you're older, you don't probably feel quite as bad when somebody passes away when they're older, because you know they've probably lived a full life, as opposed to somebody like this. He only lived to be, geez, he didn't even live to be 16 years old. He was, let's see, he was almost 16. Tyler Stephen Hostetter. There's this picture right there. So you never know the reasons why God has for taking you at a certain time. You just don't ever know. Pittman, Richard and A and Sarah L. So you just never know. I mean, Stanton family, Craig and Marianne, they're both still alive. Fox family, Young family. William has passed away, Joyce is still living. Young family. Samuel's passed away, but Mary is still living. Here's some kids playing. I don't know if they're on the baseball diamond or if there's a swimming pool near there or not, but you can hear them in the background. Arnold Rousseau passed away. French name. Davis Bird, I assume our children can enjoy, they're still alive. Robert Davis, World War II veteran right here. Purple Heart, Marine Corps. Davis family. Thomas S. Grubb, he passed. He was 38 years old, or yeah, he was 38 years old. 38 years and almost 2 months old when he passed away. So I'm going to cover this section right to the end of this, then I'm going to end this section right here. Crimson King, Norway maple. Wow, you know, you just have some really interesting grave sites at these cemeteries. You just never know what you're ever going to find here. So, Crimson King, Norway maple. Yeah, you just never know what you're going to find here. Cavender, Omar, Michael D. Raines, Rogers, Neil and Mary Ellen, Kimberly S. Fair, she was 43, or yeah, it looks like 43 when she passed away. Man, it just, I guess time really does fly, I guess. Lewis June Sandy. Right here, beloved mother, daughter, sister, and grandmother. Harley E. Robinson. Private U.S. Army veteran. He's been passed away a little over 10 years. Yeah, the bike path is right down that way. It's getting a little bit warmer, but it's not supposed to be too hot today. Smith, Willard, and Bonnie. That could be a swimming pool down there. That often, there might be a swimming pool down in that neighborhood below. That would be noises coming from the southwest. Peter and family right here. Which I'm not against that, you know. It's good to see kids out playing. I mean, I tell you, you see, just in my time that I've filmed up here, whether passing through Troy or Piqua, there's a lot more kids through here than there is down in Dayton. I mean, Bengals fan Vonnie Cantrell, you could see the Bengals logo right there. Private U.S. Army, World War II. And always in our thoughts and hearts, Cantrell family. Treg Everett Pleasant. Looks like girl Joey and dad's baby. So obviously it looks like he was passionate about golfing, or maybe golf cart, maybe hunter right there. Pleasant Joy and Lonnie. Oh, girl Joy and dad's baby. Okay, I see what that means now, because Joy was his mom's first name. I do not know anybody that is buried in this cemetery to my knowledge. If I do, it's somebody that I am not aware of, and that would probably be somebody that would be on my, that would have to be a really distant relative of my mom to be buried here. Lady of Tribe, right here. Nichols, Melissa Dawn, and Glenn Lee, so obviously she passed away last year. Only a little bit older than me, because I was born in '76. And obviously he's a widow at a very young age. Joel, the family, Suzette. And Carl, there's Suzette right there. Carl D. Angels Among Us. Melbourne, Robert H. Peg Juanita. Wenrick family. Floyd and Patricia right here. DeLong family, Robert. Pleasant, I already showed that right there, so. Destiny MD Livingstone, our little angel. So man, she was only 12 years old when she had passed away. It's sometimes it's hard when you come to these places and you see people that died at so young as children or so young as babies. It just only God knows why, you know. And I think it's harder in memory of Sam Pearson from the Cart family, this tree over there. And I think it's, I mean, when somebody that passes away, I think that's in their 80s or 90s or 70s, although you're going to miss them, you don't quite feel as bad for them, I don't think, because you know they lived a full life. And when you see somebody that passed away so young, you just can't help but, you know, feel sorry for them. And, you know, your heart goes out to somebody, you know, when they lose a child at a young age. You'd have to be totally inhumane to not have your heart go out to somebody at that age. Sure, God is in control of the situation, but it still is very heartbreaking, you know, to lose a child that young of an age. And it's hard, you know, when you see the grave sites that are so young in here. So James Carson, born 1807, came home March 9th, 1877. Mary B. Carson, 1808 and 1903. So a nice rock grave site. But it's just, it's hard, man, when you think about a child, you know, passing away. You just, nobody wants to ever think about, you know, a baby or somebody who's only 6 or 7 or 12 years old or only 16 years old whose life is only just getting started pass away. But Thompson family and Irwin family. But it's hard to think about that. It's just, you just don't fathom, you know, dying young, you know. You just don't fathom it, you know. It's really hard to fathom for people. By Pumpkin Doodle, Maloney May Boger, our unborn angel, Aiden Allen Tucker. So wow, I just wonder the story behind this. And she was really pretty too. Really pretty girl right there too. So man, our unborn angel, Aiden Allen Tucker. So I just wonder if she could have died trying to give birth or what. I really don't know. But anyway, YouTube, that's going to be it for this one.